I'm James Mathers. Welcome to Focus on Cine Lenses from the buyer's point of view. I'm a cinematographer and founder of Digital Cinema Society. We cover new technology in our newsletter and hold events usually in person, like our annual cinema lighting event, and this event, which was usually held at Cinegear Expo every year until the pandemic. We're all very eager to get going again, as I know you are, to live events. We've been at this now for the better part of 20 years, and we have a huge library of material of interest to cinematographers and post-professionals. If you're not familiar with DCS, please check it out. But now, on to the topic of the day, Cine Lenses. Digital cinema cameras are evolving quickly, and sometimes they become obsolete before the owner has a chance to amortize their investment. Cine Lenses have traditionally been a solid investment, but with growing sensor sizes and more economical lenses, anamorphic, it just keeps getting more complicated. So as we have done for many years now, we gather to become aware of the various products on the market, all presented in one place at one time. So if you're thinking of investing in Cine Lenses, you're in the right place. Some people want optical precision. Others want character. Some can't fathom spending $40,000 on a $5,000 camera, or putting a $40,000 lens on a $5,000 camera. Can you live with a little ramping at the long end? I don't know. Do we need such fast lenses now that the cameras are getting so sensitive? What coverage area, speed, metadata, and mounts are best for your needs? We'll try to discern what differentiates these products and the price range of the lenses that we're going to be talking about. So join me and co-moderator, renowned lens expert, Matthew Duclos of Duclos Lenses. Matthew will not only offer his commentary, but he'll also curate the audience questions. So ask away in the Q&A submissions. We'll take a couple of questions after each presentation and try to have time for more at the end. Matthew is not the only lens expert with us today. We've got most of the top lens manufacturers here, including in alphabetical order of company name, Randy Wedig from Ingenue, Art Adams from Ari, Eric Johnston from Cook Optics, Stosh Durbans from Fujinon, Tim Smith from Infinity Photo Optical, Seth Emmons from Lights, Dwight Lindsay from Lindsay Optics, Gerhard Baer from P&S Technic, Lacey Marshall from Sigma, Ryan Avery from Tokina, and last but not least, Snehal Patel from Zeiss. We're here to talk about Cine Lenses, but first I would like to tell you about a friend and colleague we lost recently. This event is dedicated to the memory of Geoff Boyle, a cinematographer and founder of CML, who passed away early this month after a long battle with cancer. Geoff Boyle, NSC, FBKS, was born in the northeast of England in 1950. At 8, he was given his first Brownie camera, which started him on a lifelong journey as an image maker. He became a stills assistant and worked his way up to a professional photographer, then switched to film work in the early 70s, shooting news, documentaries, and music promos. By 1985, he had moved to commercials, and after 20 very successful years in commercials, he focused on long-form drama, shooting Mutant Chronicles in 2006, one of the very early digitally acquired features, and the proclaimed series Wallander. Perhaps his greatest legacy is the creation of the cinematography mailing list, which he started in 1996. It's grown to be over 12,500 members worldwide. It's a place where cinematographers can freely discuss all things cinematography, and it's carried on today by cinematographers George Hupka, Franz Paget, AIC, Roberto Schaefer, ASC, and Mark Weingartner, ASC, and of course, Adam Wilt. Geoff was always available to me in DCS to offer encouragement and advice. He never missed a chance to participate in any of our activities, and was actually a co-moderator at one of our early DCS Lens events. A few years back, I wasn't sure I could afford to travel to IBC with the airfare and lodging, so Geoff offered that I could stay at his home near Amsterdam. Although it didn't work out because work came up for me that year, I'll never forget his gracious offer of hospitality. Going forward, at Geoff's direction, CML will work to collaborate even more closely with DCS, and I'm all for that. Geoff didn't easily suffer fools and was particularly adverse to marketing exaggerations. Besides lecturing and teaching at the university level, Geoff busied himself in recent years conducting major tests of cameras, lights, and lenses. I had lots of clips of Geoff to choose from here, but I'll give you just a short taste from Cine Gear Expo 2019, telling us about one of his lens tests. Geoff, I know you're always on top of the technology trends. You seen anything interesting this year?
There's not a terrible lot. There's a lot of Me Too lights here.
Huh?
Everyone's got... But the thing that really stands out for me is all the... I'm trying to find a polite way of saying it. The traditional glass that's appearing.
You've been doing a lot of testing with glass
lately. I've been
lately.
doing a lot of testing. We've published 30 of the 50mm lens tests. We did full frame coverage. But we actually did over 50 and didn't publish the others. Some of them were for laughs, where we took old stills lenses, which we bought in junk shops, and put them up. And, a
vintage
if
look.
you want the vintage look, then I would suggest you go to a camera rummage sale and you get some 1960s lenses, because they've got that funky look. And some of them are really cool. You're getting 58mm Helios from the 60s. You want that funky look, you've certainly got it there. So we try to find a way to define the different lenses. You look at lens after lens after lens, and you just glaze over. And the other is how you define whether you like a lens or not. And we decided to go back to college days and use what guys used to use to describe women, and women used it to describe men, so it's, it's not sexist.
Oh, that's how you're going to get me in trouble.
Yeah, it's shag, marry, kill.
Oh, jeez.
And so we defined the lenses by shag, marry, or kill. And there was one that was just an outright kill. Nobody, we said, oh, God, no, never. That is just so bad. And there are others that were a great one-night stand. You looked at them and went, wow, that's really interesting for once, but it's not something
Nothing you want to own and use on every project. I'm going to miss Geoff. But I'm dedicated, and so are all the folks I mentioned before, to carrying on his mission.